What's up, guys? So about a week ago, I stayed in the cutest Airbnb while I was in Seoul. It was right in the middle of GANGNAM, right at the subway exit. And you guys seem to really like my apartment tour that I did in Busan, so I just decided spontaneously to do a tour of this place. If you're ever in Seoul and you want to check this place out, I rented it through Airbnb, so I will have their listing down below. Let me know what you guys think of this apartment tour, and I will have my actual apartment tour down in the description if you haven't seen it yet. I love you guys, and let's get started with the video. All right, so when you walk in, the first thing you have is your little front area to take your shoes off, and there's a couple of cabinets that you can actually put your shoes in. So here's the first one, I got my shoes in there, and then there is another one to the left. That's the door. There's another one to the left, and this is used just for cleaning supplies, I guess, but there's more cabinet space. And the first thing that you see when you walk in is this view. So to the right you have the kitchen, and to the left is the bathroom. We'll start in the kitchen. So you got your washer. I think it's pretty standard in Korea if you're in an office tel like this place to have your washer in the kitchen. So yeah, nice big washing machine, and then just a drying rack. Here are the cabinets. I really like how it is this woody material and not the typical white glossy that a lot of office tels have. And then just plenty of bowls and cups. Over here is the sink. Very nice, deep, spacious sink in my opinion. And then here is the gas stove. And then here are some drawers, and there's just like a tray here and some pots and pans, and then under here is just the cleaning stuff. Above the stove is the microwave. Love a built-in microwave in a kitchen. That's like one of my favorite things. And then over here is kind of like a little desk section in the kitchen. This is a really nice add-on because it's also a place that you can obviously eat. And then there's a nice little basket down there. Oh, they forgot to take the tag off. It's from IKEA in case you want it. And then obviously this is an Airbnb, so there's just some instructions and a little bit more decor up here. And then to the left is this little bar looking area. Obviously no one lives here full time, so there's not much here, but there's just a kettle and a rice cooker. I really like this thing that you could use to hang glasses on if you want, and there's just tons of shelving space. And then over here is the fridge, so just, you know, completely empty. I really like how they added this little plant above the fridge. I feel like that's a really nice touch. Before we move on to the rest of the house, I'm going to show you guys the bathroom just because it's in this walkway area. So here it is. It's a pretty standard office tel bathroom. Hello. And then over here is the shower. I really like how it's an actual sliding glass door shower. It's been a while since I've showered in one of these. All right, so moving on to the main area of the apartment. So this is what you see when you walk through. So I'll give you guys an overview before I show you all the details. But as you can tell, whoever owns this apartment or designed it loves decorating with plants, which I also love. So okay, let's start over here. So there is a bunch more closet space, and I already checked what's in here. It's just like extra blankets and an ironing board. And over here is a cute little mirror area. This reminds me of my house from back home actually, because my mom has one of these in her room. And then a little shelving area, a chair. This is kind of like a cute cafe moment. Like I feel like cafes would decorate with this kind of stuff, but I don't know. Yeah, really nice setup they have going on. And then over here is a fan. It gets really hot here in the summer, especially when you're in like an apartment up high, and the AC is not cheap obviously, so it's nice to have a fan. Here is the couch. I am obsessed with the neutral couch with the colorful tones. I feel like it works really well in here. And then above the couch is some really pretty simple but really nice wall art, and then there's another plant. And in front of the couch is a coffee table. I actually always wanted to get one of these for my apartment, but I never knew if it would look okay, if it would look awkward, and now I really want to get one because it's just a really nice addition. You can use it as a chair or an ottoman or footrest. And then all of this stuff is on top of this really pretty floral, circular, vintage looking rug. Okay, so moving over to the end of the room. Okay, so moving over to the far end of the room, there is, first of all, this brick wall. I think this is such a nice touch, having little accent walls like this. And then over here next to the brick wall is the view. So I believe the windows just got washed, or maybe it's condensation from the rain yesterday. Just shut the window like this. All three of the windows open, by the way. And these curtains actually were closed when I got here. So I'm gonna back up and show you guys how the place looks when the curtains are closed. Oh my gosh, isn't that so gorgeous? I've never seen a high-rise apartment have these kinds of curtains. And I really like them, but I also really like how this place looks with the curtains open. Before I open them back up though, here is the kitchen, or kitchen table, I guess just like sitting table. It fits 8 people, so super spacious. I feel like that's a really good use of space over here since there's already like couches and sitting areas over here. And I really like the colorful chairs and the little simple decor pieces that they have going on. All right, moving on, there is the AC unit here, some more accent flowers, and then over here is the television area. So there is a really big modern century TV stand, and then there's just a shelf with some more things. I've never had an Airbnb that has had like so many details put into it. I feel like there's just details everywhere you look in this place. But yeah, giant TV. Is there anything down here? I really doubt it. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Really big TV, more plants, and that is about it for the downstairs area. And so when you're standing from the back corner, this is the view. So it's kind of like my apartment back home. I have the loft and the high ceilings, but don't have this stripper pole looking thing in my apartment. But it's cool that they wrapped it in the vines to kind of give it a little more of an artsy look. I don't know if I would personally do that because I feel like it's kind of overkill in my opinion having them wrapped down here, but I really do like them on the stairs. So let's go ahead and head up the stairs. Got a nice spirally staircase. When I was touring apartments in Busan, actually, I saw a few that had the spiral staircase. So you go upstairs, and there's not a whole lot for me to show you up here because it's literally just one big bed fest. There is 1, 2, 3 beds, so I guess you could sleep 2, 4, 6 people or more if you guys squeezed in together. So it's just a really giant bed area that I am gonna be able to just kind of lay out wherever I want, I guess. It also looks like back there is more storage space, but I believe they are keeping that shut just because the beds are obviously taking over it. And then there's a fan and a little side table and a light next to the bed. So that is pretty much the entire apartment tour. And if you're wondering, I'm able to fully stand up here, which is really nice because if you've seen my apartment tour, I have a loft, but I'm not able to actually completely stand up. So that is a really nice addition. And here is the whole view of the apartment when you're standing from the loft. So pretty, right? I really love those curtains.